Get away.
Roll in.
With shit.
Whirlwind, get out.
Get away from.
Watch the ghost. Tricks. Nice, nobody important died.
Love how we say we're gonna go slow and then we pull 3 groups. Nice.
Yeah, for real, guys. Like, pull back. Make sure you have your enemy health bars on, so you don't fucking walk into stuff. Like, more so than most of the AQ trash, if you die on this stuff, it's probably your own personal fault.
Alright, killer. You're up.
Yeah, marks.
Wait for that group on the left to get out of the way.
Let's pull way back too, just in case of fear.
Yeah, everybody stay back. Unless you're healing, come back.
Yeah, let's come to these lanterns, the inner set of lanterns. All right, I think we're good. That Pat went away.
Whirlwind, watch out.
Do not continue.
Oh, stop
Turn
there.
back while there's still time.
Guys, who's got X?
You feared.
Wow, did the other two reset?
Looks like yeah.
Alright, incoming.
Leaf, run over to the left side and get some of those bony constructs. And then run back here.
Incoming.
Let's get that shade.
Incoming. I think his shadow leads frontal. Is that back? Okay. Keep that in mind.
Let's get that pair. Make sure to separate them.
But I only like
Athletics.
Rated. could just toss out an innervate. I think it's just too.
Yep, mine is on cooldown. I gave it to Aeondar a while ago.
Let's get the right side by the blacksmith hammer. Pull him back. Left side of the room, let's do the bone pile. Careful not to get the shades.
Don't get punted into the shades.
Oh, so yeah, let's try that with the cone. Just pull them far enough back and then turn them around.
Yep, they're pointing towards me.
Get rid of the Necronite. So he's just gonna explode on everyone. All the melee at least.
Watch out for the little ghost.
You afraid, Burps?
Always.
I'll hold you.
Gross.
What you said last night.
True.
Let tanks pull these guys well into this room and separate them out before you go in. The fears and the cleaves. I just don't want to lose people.
Alright, I'm gonna get Square and Moon over to the right here.
We got 4 tanks.
Moon there.
The tanks can run out on the roll. Seem to all be disarmable.
Yep. Getting this silly patrol. Oh,
Hello. Hello, midget.
It's good. This takes forever.
Deke or something.
Go for the Death Knight. Don't worry about it.
Why'd that guy attack?
Do you remember from last week? You owe him $20.
Yeah, do make sure to pick up the quest from this guy. You're not actually gonna like get anything crafted from the dude in Light's Hope. but I think there's a pair of legs from a quest that's frost resist that you would want.
Yeah, it's cheap.
The rest of them are just craftables that people will get that don't have the gold requirement. To pull them decently into the room.
Yep.
The doorway is not decently in enough, man.
Yeah, I'm stuck with rolling. I couldn't.
Let's get him.
Incoming.
Yeah, just inside the room around to the left side is probably enough. What are you doing up there, Mary? Free.
Training weapon skill.
Okay. I mean, I don't think any of the mobs are slowed by the traps, are they, Killer?
No, not these.
Like, I appreciate the visual, but I don't think it does anything.
It's just practice.
It's ambiance.
Yeah, there we go.
I knew a stripper named Ambiance.
Yeah, we can pull them to this first balcony. That's far enough.
See on that hairdressing documentary?
Alrighty. Who's on MCs with Kamasi tonight?
I'm gonna guess probably me. Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna pull him up there to that middle thingy. I'm gonna start with this group to the side here. Where did we tank the Cavaliers?
Wherever.
On the
I think we just
platform.
tanked them all at this midway point.
Okay. Incoming. Oh yeah, I gotta kill him fast because he's got everybody. There's 2 cavaliers in this group, so I'm gonna tank one down here and out of line of sight. You should be able to heal me from up there without getting hit by the arm.
It's about dead.
Yeah, I got hit when they ran by. I'm good here.
Debuffs are gone. You can come up.
Bring him up.
No, let's clear. Leave the pens alone.
Okay.
If you want to get the pad or more stuff on the left, because I want to go down to the left as soon as you get 1 or 2 more.
Incoming.
Yeah, let's go down and to the left now.
I think everyone owed that dwarf $20.
They reset aggros.
We just need to stop loaning this guy money.
Okie dokie. Horses incoming. Oh yeah, these charge, so try to. Death Lord last and Cavaliers first. Take the Death Lord to one side.
Getting Skull and X.
You guys have been in the instance the whole entire time. I don't know if you're trying to summon me or not.
Yeah, I'm in summon Jet after this.
He's here.
Here, I
Here.
just said.
I've been trying to summon him in between pulls.
Can I get a fortitude, please? Thank you.
Why does everyone in group 2 keep dying?
fucking suicidal. I don't know.
Like I said before, unfortunately, we're the top people get res.
Hatton again. What
Sorry.
happened?
Wrong place, wrong time.
You gotta be.
Yeah, when they charge, they just do AoE on the person that they charge, so the tank can taunt them and pull them away. Because otherwise, yeah, if the AoE goes off after the charge, they'll probably kill the person.
Alright, no AoE on these guys.
No, wait for reses. Alright. So we're just gonna have Leaf, Grope, and Jeth. You guys are tanking on this. Same as last time, you guys will tank just to the left side at the top up here. The priest will be right near you. I think the one thing we wanted to try slightly different was that the priest, when you are done tanking, run your ad to the middle of the room, but then hold it in the circle for a bit. We're going to try and get a few more heals on your ad before you release it and pick up the next.
Sounds good. Let me know when we're ready. Got your hit gear on there.
I'll take square.
Hit gear on.
Mine is. Nerm, don't make me physically inspect your body.
You want to do to my body?
Burbs, you gonna be calling out the shouts?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to finish dinner, but I'll be calling it.
I'm meat in your mouth.
I'll get him on the next pass then.
Leaf,
Hey,
we got Moon,
I've got Moon.
Jeff, and Triangle.
Sure.
Pulling.
Hey, who's whispering? Who's so very low?
I'll come.
Come,
Come on.
Do as I taught you. I'm just getting warmed up.
Senders on the ad.
Down 5. Get out. Below us. And back in.
Oh, he
Need
killed
that
the
taunt.
You disappoint me, students.
You like it as soon as you go in, you have to do the taunt first.
I was spamming it. It wasn't working. Now it worked there. Oh, it just broke.
On 5, LOS, LOS. We should run out.
Run out.
Did the shield wall immediately, but the taunt it did not do for some reason. It ended up doing it, but not immediately. Do not know why.
Yeah, there's Semi. And Hoppa should be online here in a minute, too.
Alright, they're resetting. Yep, there they go. Reset, we're good.
And you guys can reach us just inside the arena for reses, right?
Yeah.
Oh, did we lose Priest to the shout?
Shame. No, I'm kidding.
We were just a little off. Yeah.
Do I need to tuck the boss into the around the corner a little tighter?
No, it's on us. It's on us.
If you're ranged, remember, don't run back in until I call it. We gotta wait for the shout to go off.
Well, I think DBM just says like when he can use the ability. It's just like twins. They don't immediately cast it.
With the shout, yeah. That's true.
It's like Wrath of Ragnaros, where you have to wait for the big letters in the middle. It'll just scream disrupting shout, and that's what you know is cast.
Yep.
Like Wrath of Ragnaros. You have to wait for the Wrath of Ragnaros to actually cast.
Buff up.
There's not like a timer that we know of as far as the taunt goes, is there? Like how often you can be taunted? Because I hit taunt immediately and it did not work. I hit my shield wall that worked instantly, and then I went back a few seconds later and the taunt worked.
My understanding is they both should last 20 seconds.
Okay. I'm just gonna run up there and click the fuck out of the buttons. Shit better work. Which makes sense, 20 seconds, because I'm supposed to wait 20 seconds before I mind control the next guy. Maybe I didn't wait long enough.
Yeah, what Human said is right. I'm looking at it here. It's gonna last for 20 seconds, so just wait that time.
Let's have Nurm and Kamasi give it one more shot. Probably can get it done, and if not, we'll have Semi and Kamasi do the mind controls. But we do want to have more people be familiar with it, so let's try it again as is.
Yep, I already told Semi, good timing, baby.
All right, everyone's good.
This pass. Wait.
I'm like half tempted to have Grope DPS the boss, just to keep Thunder Fury debuff on him.
It's not a bad idea. I can probably tank 2 of these.
Is that what you want?
Nah, no changes right now. But
Why don't we just put SQ's Thunderfury on the
Do
boss?
as I taught you.
Why are we
why
pull this
don't
to
we?
I'm just getting warmed up.
Got a shouting 5 LOS.
I'm taking control of triangle.
Back in. Kamasi's down. Should we run out?
If Semi's prepared to grab the next, then do it. Otherwise, let's run out.
LOS.
Gonna have to tuck him around the corner.
Yeah, I think we tanked him a little further.
Too many people dead. Run out. Fuck.
Alright, well, I
Try to
got
get him
it to work at least that time. But if you guys want to rock with Semi and Kamasi, that's totally cool.
This is my bad. I know what I need to do different.
Do as I taught you.
Alright,
I'll-
he's reset.
Yeah, I'll leave that between the priests. But yeah, he wasn't quite as far behind the corner this time as he usually was. But like for the priests who are emceeing, like there's no reason for you guys to be anywhere near line of sight. I guess Kamasi doesn't have a choice the first time because he has to start the MC from that location. But
Nice, we've got Hotbite here. Also, no need to run back, guys. We've got your reses here.
Thanks, Webley.
With Leaf.
Bibs.
Okay. Well, I think Semi's just gonna give it a shot right now. Just fucking kill this guy. But I'm happy I got it to work, so at least I got it to work this time. So my UI is fixed.
yeah, I am gonna go with Leaf. Are you and Jeth? Are you guys fully comfortable if the two of you get 3 of the ads?
Yeah, Leaf can take 2 and I can take 1 or whatever. It's no problem.
Okay. Yeah, just it'll be fast on the pickup at the beginning of the fight. But if you guys are comfortable with that, then yeah, I kind of want Grow up to DPS just to slow down the boss's attack speed.
Yeah, I'll take Moon and Triangle then.
Okay, that leaves me with Square.
I'm gonna stay in my hit gear just in case one of them die, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Ready, Chuck, or are we good?
Yeah. We're good.
Yep.
Show them.
Hang on, guys.
We already pulled.
I'm just getting warmed up.
Shout in 5 seconds. LOS. Back in.
You up, my guy.
Jeff, can you go grab X when he?
Team up X.
X will come to you guys.
Excellent field.
Shouting 5, LOS. Back in.
Get that next mob up here. They're not taunting. Got Moon, please taunt in position.
Shouting 5, LOS. Back in.
I think boss is a good spot.
Shouting 5, LOS.
Don't DPS Moon, guys.
Back in.
You disappoint me, students.
Shouting 5, LOS. Back in. Shouting 5, LOS.
Show me what you've got.
Back in.
Awesome.
Run the boss.
An honorable.
Kill the ads.
Beautiful. Semi, I know exactly. You mind controlled the guy like 20 seconds earlier than I did, which is nice.
The wand. That's the second.
You
Nice.
taunted him off and you cheeky git.
Healing wand. Who wants it?
Dropping this guy, burn him down.
Yep, I got him.
I got lovely on top and then Nico.
Woofly, yay!
I have a feeling we probably didn't add the like new recruit GP to Woofly, but
kill goes to me.
it's a wand. I
Anyone
think we're all
care to
fine with it.
wager?
Yeah, I did add it to her, but that was weeks ago. It's decayed by now, so it should be a 5.
Okay, congrats, Wobbly. And Priest Mage Warlock Boots. Got Kamsai, anybody else? Alright, congrats Kamsai.
Those buttons slot for priests.
Congrats, guys.
Do we have any words of thawing?
Yeah, I got 2.
Is this for you?
Oh, I see one here.
RB is for mage for later on, but if they are an upgrade for you, then take.
Now we get to see the unholy weapons room.
Yep. So I got 4 tanks through this: Jeth, Leaf, Hoppa, and Grope.
Yeah, this room sucks.
Yeah, we're gonna take a look at this. We're gonna take a look at Gothik. So does anyone recall what these do?
Not me, I never got this far in my life.
Well, if I remember correctly, they're invisible and they will just come out.
The axes have a mortal strike, so that's gonna suck. They have a whirlwind, so get the fuck out if that happens. They have something called sweeping strikes. So next 5 attacks hit nearest enemies. Spread them out. Put 2 tanks on each. And that's all it says for these.
Well, let's
Oh,
have the
unholy
main.
staff.
Yeah, let's have most of the raid in Raz's room, and then when the tanks are comfortable, let's have 1 tank on each, with the second tank, you know, standing nearby in case we find a reason for all 4.
The staffs just have AoE and can cast polymorph on the
This,
tanks.
Incoming. Separate them. Holy shit, that hurts. What the fuck was that?
That must be the sweeping strikes.
It's gotta
That's
be,
what it
yeah.
said. That's what my mixed rolling battle attack said.
Whirlwind. Holy Axis Whirlwind.
Let's see. Biggest hit I got was 1100. So.
The Whirlwind was hitting me for like 25, and it did it twice in a row.
And I got disconnected because you're all running in place.
We all DC'd, you're fine.
Yeah, let's get these weapons.
It's a pretty small range on the arcing explosions you're getting hit.
The only thing is what? Swords? It says it's got a thrash every 10 seconds, gains extra attacks, and a cleave, which can hit up to 10 targets.
Oof.
That sounds heavy.
Yeah.
Staves incoming.
If you're ranged, just back up. Don't get hit by the arcane explosion.
Yeah, let's separate those, please.
Yep, doing just that.
I don't want melee to get hit by both.
Dispel grope. That polymorph is dispelled.
We got 4 tanks.
Druid tanks can't be polymorph, so that's nice. That's true.
Aren't you special?
That's not untrue. Got a staff and an axe. I'll take the staff.
Yeah, I want the staff down.
Incoming.
Jethro polymorph.
Let me get my Velcro gloves on.
Jethro polymorph again.
Same thing, staff and an axe.
Careful, there were swords, and I think they like went invisible.
They're patrols.
Yeah, they are patrolling further down the tunnel. They're not going to come here. There's 4 of them. Jesus.
No, it's dual wields. It's
Okay.
dual wield warriors.
I'll take square then.
They just got the cleave, so be careful.
Separate them.
Separated. And the staff and an axe. Yeah. Take the axe. What was it dying? Alrighty, easy trash coming up.
Room wasn't so bad.
Yeah, the shade lasts just because we can point him to the wall. The other one's arcane explosion, so we just need to kill him.
Alright, I got the shade.
Pull them back, please.
The knight's coming. Pull back, pull back. I turned around.
Don't die for the ghost. Scary.
Watch out for Burb's Nightmare.
He's friendly.
Alright, pulling the knights before they get too close to that other group.
Leaf, you stay up there with yours. Bring the other one back here. Because these guys are just like AoE cursing.
Gotcha.
Give it a few seconds for your curse to fall off and then go in. Alright.
Death Club. Gotta do from back. Here's Nietzsche.
You said something about your ass earlier.
Yep.
Everywhere I align.
Fighting.
The captain's fear, so fear ward on the tanks if you can. But I do want to burn the arcane explosion first.
Okay.
Pull
I've
way
got-
back.
I've got
Yeah.
moon.
Ready? Tanks.
Yep. Just need a fear ward, but I'll go. Hey, thank you.
I realize those dudes can blink.
Are these guys wearing back blades of Sharon? The one that drops off Dracusath and Numerous?
Yeah.
Jesus. This is Gothik's room. Yay! Don't go in.
He doesn't
I
have
was gonna
room.
say, you can go in. You just have to target.
He engages as soon as you tag him.
Because you gotta split the room anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there will be, you know, a left side and a right side, and there's mobs, and they have to die. I have a macro for this. 1 second.
I believe we have to split the caster group and the melee group, don't we?
Yep, caster's gonna be on the left, the living side, and melee will be on the right,
Do
which
not
is the dead
continue.
side.
Turn back while there's still time.
Basically, when we kill shit on the living side, it's gonna send an ad over to the dead side. Now, if we kill too much shit on the living side, then the dead side's gonna get overwhelmed, and we're gonna get fucked. So we have to space out in time when we kill shit on this side to make sure we don't overwhelm the dead side.
We need to communicate well on this then.
Yeah.
We can't be silent.
Yeah.
Very true. Some of the ads on the living side can be CC'd. There's only one group, I believe it's the trainees, that can be sheeped. But most of the other shit can be frost novaed, so the fact that we have a lot of mages should help us be able to kite some of this.
The living side is riders, DKs, and trainees. Riders are what you kill first, and then DKs second, and trainees last. Yes, the trainees can be sheeped. The riders and the DKs can be shackled. The rider needs to be tanked away from everyone else, and it's typically all ranged over here, so that's usually fine. There's no reason to be near them. On the dead side, you would put your melee because they're immune to magic. And the kill order is slightly different. You want the trainees first, then the riders, then the DK, and then there's actually a fourth mob, the horse without the rider. What I actually want to do for the first pull is, you know, it will be a wipe for this, but we're going to see the fight and Gothic come down, and we're going to guarantee that by we're not splitting at all. We're all going to stay over here. So this will give us a chance to see all the mobs, kill all of them, see Gothic come down. But then, yes, when the gates open, it will not be fun, but it'll get us to see a bunch of the fight.
Why not just try the fucking thing how it's supposed to be done?
Yeah, or are we going to guarantee that we're going to be alive long enough after they come through with arcane explosion bullets over here with that many mobs? Because he doesn't come down right away as soon as the gate opens.
He comes down before the gate opens. He
Okay.
comes down, and then he's on this side for 15 seconds. Then he goes to the other side for 15 seconds, and he keeps doing that until he reaches 30%. And at that point, the gate opens and the sides compress.
I was going to type it out, but I'll just say it. There's a frozen rune on the wall just to the left of where he's currently at. You can go there and get it.
Ah, thanks, man.
I just think from an educational purpose, you know, for seeing as much of the fight as we can.
Well, then you're only seeing half of it. You're seeing one side of it. Like, what's the point?
What he's suggesting is actually possible, but I don't know if we're ready for it.
Like, why not just do it normally how it's supposed to be done? Put melee and casters. Why are we assuming we're going to fail?
That's a good point. Maybe we can one-shot this.
Like, we got a good group. We got a good team here. I don't know why we're assuming we can't kill it.
Right.
If we get the order right,
fine,
we will
fine.
kill it.
Just play smart. If you get aggro of something, bring it to the tank. And if you have aggro of something, snare it with something.
So
CC,
casters
just
on
play smart.
I was going to say, like it was in Wrath, where it's dead on one side and live on the other.
Yes, we just need to communicate. Like, if the dead side is feeling overwhelmed, make sure you call something out, and we can just keep shit CC'd over here. We do have to move at a decent pace, though. The shit will just keep spawning on this side, so we don't want to get overwhelmed either. But, you know, we're going to see the fight the way it's supposed to be done. I think that's a good idea. We just need to split up our healers. Has anybody done that yet?
Yeah, I'm working on the separation.
Okay.
All right, and also, can mages toss out new int, please? Thank you.
So for anybody who didn't understand, this live side, if you're a caster, you're going to be over here. There's 3 types of ads: trainees, death knights, and riders. If you see a rider, they have to die first. It's prio. Then death knights, and then trainees. If there's any extra riders or death knights, they can be shackled. Trainees can just be sheep, so that should be easy. When we kill something, it's going to send an ad to the other side, the dead side. So melee, get ready to pick up. There's 4 ads. There's trainees, death knights, riders, and horses. At least on my prio list here, it says death knights should die first, then horses, then riders, and then the trainees. It sounded like human said something different, so if you want to correct that, human, go for it.
No, for live side, that's right. Riders, then DKs, then trainees.
That's for dead side. It says DKs, horses, riders, trainees on here.
No, that's wrong. Yeah, for the dead side, it's trainees first, then riders, then death knights, then horses are the least impactful. The trainees are an issue because they do a non-stop arcane explosion. I think all you could do is send some rogues to stun lock them as you kill them, and then I think riders do the same shadow AOE. So yeah, shadow protection on everyone. So they need to be killed quickly. We are super heavy on ranged DPS in general, so I threw the hunters onto the dead side. So I basically have a separation of odds on living side, evens on dead side. We do have one priest who will come with us to dead side, but I think we need that for heals because it's one priest and the 4 paladins healing over, or and the 3 paladins healing over on dead side, and then that's leaving 7 priests to heal the living side, which I think is more than enough healing, but more importantly, it's a lot of shackles. And I think that's usually what you get to in this fight, is that the mobs continue to spawn on the living side, and you can't kill them just because you'll overwhelm the melee. So you guys are going to have to start shackling and just keeping them shackled.
Okay. It says rogues can stun the trainees on the right, on the dead side, and you don't really need to make them.
Yeah,
Gothik is going to come down at 4:30. Go ahead, human. Sorry.
No, yeah, I was just the rogues can run after the trainees. They're not necessarily tanked on the dead side, but they just need to be killed quickly because of the arcane.
Okay, and then Gothik's actually going to come down in 4 minutes and 30 seconds into the fight. When Gothic comes down, you got to focus heals on the tank. He's going to start on the live side, and then every 20 seconds teleport over to the dead side and back and forth. He's got a Shadow Bolt, which is instant cast on highest threat, and a Harvest Soul. Every 15 seconds, stackable debuff reduces stats by 10%.
LOS?
Don't think so.
There's no LOS in these rooms that I can see.
Places next to the gate.
That is literally everything on here, so I think we just need to see it. At 30%, the gate opens, so we're all going to be together and fuck shit up.
Alright, so then, if I read this correctly, odd groups stay here on the left side, and even groups go over to the right side?
Yep.
Alright, folks, split up. Go. Find your side.
I think the best thing to do is anytime we see a rider or a death knight on this live side, let's just get shackles out on them right away. We'll only kill one thing, send it to the dead side, and then I need somebody over there to call out when you guys have that under control, and then we can burn down the next one.
Will do. Yeah, there was a post somewhere that had the spawn order. Who had posted that in Discord?
Grim.
Okay, here we go. Wave one, 3 trainees. Wave two, 3 trainees. Wave three, 3 trainees. Wave four, 2 knights. 5 is trainees. 6
Yep.
is 2 knights again.
So yeah, the big thing is just that on the living side, you guys need to single target, because if you kill too many, like if you kill them quickly, but they're like 1 and then 5 seconds and then another, like we can keep up with that. It's if you guys
Okay.
like AoE down 3 all at once, that's when it's a problem.
I'll mark shit with skulls on this live side, and just make sure you don't AoE stuff down.
Make sure you keep those trainees stunned, else they're just gonna wipe you.
Yeah, we'll try. All right, guys, get to your side. So that's groups 4, 6, and 8. Got to come over to the dead side.
I believe we're all ready. Yeah, 4, 6. Wait.
Yeah, group, I'm going to see if you're able to tank all of it. I have most of my tank gear on and can swap to shield if we need 2 on this side. But I think the intention is that we don't.
That sounds good.
On the live side, so the first time you guys are gonna shackle would be in the 4th wave, which is 60 seconds into the fight. 2 knights are gonna spawn. If we're done with all the trainees in the first 3 waves, then we really only need to shackle 1. But I would assume for this first attempt, since we're gonna go a little bit slower, making sure we got the speed when both of those spawn, let's try to get shackles on both.
All right, let's do it. Yep.
Yeah, when I mark the skull, then basically this won't break it. Alrighty, let's do one quick ready check.
There's also supposed to be like a bone pile spot here on the dead side, where if you like heal a life tapping warlock, you can evade tank the dead side, but I don't know where it is.
I just attack this guy to start it, I'm guessing.
I think so.
Foolishly you have sought your own demise. Brazenly you have disregarded power.
They're gonna spawn at these 3 piles, I think.
You have
to the left here.
to invade the realm of the harvest.
Yeah, so
Flee!
live
Force
side
the
spread
way.
out through the room. Be away from the spawn zones.
Except for tanks.
Except for
Need
tanks.
to be up top here.
Let's kill the one on the left first. They die really fast, so
Yeah.
one just died. The second's dead. Well, all of them are dead. Let me know how that goes for you guys. I'm gonna sheep the one on the right. Kill the one on the left first.
That's right, I got them both. Don't hit him.
You guys okay on dead?
Yep, good. They're all dead.
Let's kill this one. Got one more.
We're gonna get zerged with more mobs if we take too much time.
Alright, well they seem fine. Let's just kill these 3. Start with the left. Let's get a shackle on whichever one spawns on the right. Kill the left one.
Shackle.
Shit, sorry. Here we go.
Okay, one Death Knight's dead.
Dibs, I'm gonna stay on this side if you want to stay on that.
Let's kill this other Death Knight.
Try not to use damage all the time, suppose. That breaks shackle. Single target, high DPS spells. That's all we need.
This Death Knight. Shackle the other one. Good. You guys okay on dead side?
Good.
Alright, let's get the other Death Knight.
Yeah, we have to pick up pace either way.
Good.
Everything's dead on this side.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah, keep the other one shackled. Oh, too late.
Okay, we're up the volley.
We're good here.
The Death Knight next.
Got 2 trainees up dead side to kill them.
I'm dead, but I'll keep marking.
It's a rider and a horse.
The rider next. Keep the other one shackled.
Dead side's done. Just wipe it up.
Alright.
Yeah, I feel like we were running around like way too much.
Should be able to get white protection as long as the soul's
We're pretty spread out in here too.
I think the healers, if the healers stay near the gates on the dead side, and then the tanks can sort of spread one at kind of middle of the room by the piles. And then
We
one
kind of
at
need
each
to
end.
have groups stacked up behind the tanks in like a straight line, almost like from say 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock on a hand clock, basically. So the tank is, you know, standing perpendicular with that spawning node, and everybody kind of that wants to be in that group DPSing that guy there should be kind of not too far from the tank. That way we can catch whatever you guys are getting healing aggro a lot of times. It'd be just interjection basically with you guys being on the backside of us directly.
Makes sense.
Do we not have a soul stone?
Should we have a soul stone or no?
When we pulled, there was 25 seconds left, and I forgot to do it mid-fight.
No worries. Alright, release and run back.
Would having another tank on dead side help? Because it didn't seem like we needed it on live side.
Started off fine on this side.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I think we need to position better on dead side. I think we need to come up with some kind of strategy. Just because we... Like, I went to pick up a mob and then just got meleeed 3 times without any heals, so I think...
Well, I think if healers stand near the gates, because then they were standing on the piles, and that's where everything's spawning. So they're getting aggroed right away and hit.
Yeah, I felt like on the dead side, healers were chasing main tanks. So I don't know if we need to position ourselves differently. So
Yeah,
easy to heal, but a lot of the times, like that time when you died, you were way out of range for me.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I have a good idea for the dead side. I'm not sure about living.
Yeah, I know as well on dead side, healers were getting initial aggro just from casting their heals.
I got killed by the horse people just due to me healing.
I think they spawned like right beside you too.
You guys are going in the wrong one.
So is it a good idea for us healers to stand by the gate?
Yeah, for dead side, so there's 5 piles on dead side, and there's like 3 in an arc, and I basically want 2 tanks to basically play shortstop between those piles, where they could basically be on either of the piles and run back and forth, and then all of the healers to be backs to the gate, for the dead side at least.
Can you make Dibs a tank?
Well, I think Leaf's gonna come over. Are you guys sure that are you sure that 2 is enough on living? You guys get a lot of spawns. I mean, you have a lot of CC, but
Yeah, between CC and spawns.
What if we all on both sides just kind of bring ourselves closer to the gate, so that way we can... Is it line of sight where you cannot do any healing through the gate by any means? Or
I think we'll be able to heal through the gate as long as you guys are.
can we utilize the gate to benefit both sides right away then with the healing and whatever DPS clacks or what?
I don't think you can heal through the gate.
Anything through the gate.
Okay, so you can't heal.
DPS, no taunting, anything.
I'm not really sure about the whole losing a tank on the live side, but we're not going to know unless we try it. We're just going to have to rely a little bit more on CCs there, which should be fine because we've got a fuckload. They do spawn fairly quickly once we get into the fight, so just be.
Another thing with the being closer to the gate wall there on both sides is we're gonna draw out how long it takes between each mob making it to us initially the first time. So therefore, that timer for each bit of combat between each mob should be extended by a little bit.
No, living side, you guys should be grabbing them fairly close to the spawn location. Like, no, you don't want to stand right on it, but you want to be like on the edge of where this light pattern is. Like, so this is I would say if you want the rest of your group behind you, that's fine. But like, I don't want you to be any further away from the spawn location than this.
All right.
Which mobs, when we kill them over here, suck the worst for you guys on dead side? Is it the big riders? Does anybody know that? Does it send like 2 ads over there or something?
The trainees are bad for us because they just do chain arcane explosion, but they can be killed really quickly. So what's bad about them is just that like you guys might send us 3. And part of the issue is like there's an animation before they spawn. So even if you kill them 5 seconds apart, they don't necessarily appear 5 seconds apart. And there's randomization of where they spawn, and like we're all melee.
All right.
Nice. Might be nice too if the hunters stand in the middle near the gate with the healers, and then you know, they can focus the those trainees.
I don't think it's a. Yeah, I'm not worried about that one, Dev. But yeah, for Leaf and Grope on the dead side, if we're gonna have healers and hunters be about here back to the gate, I want like Grope will play shortstop between these 2 piles, and Leaf will do the same on the opposite side.
Got it.
Looks like on what, wave 9, 12, 15, and 18, we get 1 rider. Especially in like 9 and 12, I think it comes right after 2 knights spawn. So we definitely want to keep one of those knights shackled and then focus the rider down on the live side. But I'll just mark and call that shit out.
Gotta watch your dots on live side. Dots, anything with a dot tick component to it.
Yeah.
These trainees on the living side don't hit very hard. I mean, all I'm doing initially out of the gates, hitting them once with a bloodthirst, and I'm just kind of, you know, exiting out of attacking them all together while you guys decide to pick them off, however you decide to pick them off. So stuff like that you can just allow to keep hitting me for as long need be, as long as, you know.
Well, eventually there'll be healing aggro, so.
Yeah, at some point, then it needs to get picked off, but I don't think we're gonna have like 10 stacked up on me by any means. I'm just saying, you know, they don't have to die the single moment they come out. I don't think.
We should just get another attempt in.
I agree, and let's try to follow that strat where this right side, where the circle's jumping, this one will be the shackle target when the 2 knights spawn. So just have a priest ready to shackle that one.
Yeah, can we get shadow protection too?
This is forward pull.
Thank you.
Okay, make sure you're on your side so everybody's ready. And
Flee
I'm going to pull.
before it's too late.
Foolishly you have sought your own demise. Brazenly you have disregarded powers.
The left trainee first.
You have fought hard to invade the realm of the Harvester. Now, there is only one way out. To walk the lonely path
And the right. More trainees, start from the left again. And middle.
They are stunnable. Nice.
And right.
Yeah, the trainees are stunnable, and the arcane explosion is not unlimited range.
Left again. We're gonna have 2 knights next wave. Priest, get ready to shackle the one on the right.
Got it.
Yeah, you guys said it's 2 trainees at the same time. Try to at least stagger them a little.
Okay. You're gonna be getting a death knight pretty soon. Let's kill this one because the trainees suck for them. Try to sheep this middle one.
They don't have to be sheep. They don't hit hard on our side.
No, I just don't want to send it over too quickly on their side. Shackle the one on the right. Kill the one on the left. Try to get more sheeps out on the trainees if you can. Let's send a trainee over.
I would suggest saving stuns for the Death Knights. That Rowan just kicks the shit out of us.
I think we should have the hunters kill the Death Knights.
Any more shackles?
300s are gonna live for a bit.
This death knight. Sheep the trainees if you can. Somebody shackle this rider until the death knight's dead.
Pretty good over here on dead side.
Alright, start killing these trainees.
You're immune, you can.
Alright, we need to get on the rider then. Sheep the trainees. We're gonna have to send more shit to you guys.
Yep, okay, okay.
Getting over well. Kill some of these trainees. Let's get them sent over there. Gotta get
This death knight's still going. It's fine.
We're good. Makes sense.
Another death knight up. Someone get it. Death knight in the raid.
Jethro's down.
Got 5 of these bitches up, man.
Yeah,
Holy
we
shit.
got overwhelmed over here.
They start to spawn like fucking crazy after wave. What is that, 8?
The arcane explosions are ripping us apart.
We're gonna have to send stuff quicker to you guys, like the trainees and whatnot, which I know. But
Gate
Oh, wow,
opened
yeah.
up, but the boss is still upstairs.
I think that's because one side
Died,
wiped.
Okay.
you have a soulstone out?
Grim was Soulstone.
Alright, no worries. Let's run back.
Now this is a fun fight.
Yeah, this is pretty fun.
Just gonna be getting the timing. I didn't want to overwhelm you guys, and then we got overwhelmed, so.
We were pretty good, perhaps you could go faster. Like maybe.
Go a little faster.
Yeah, the trainees die really fast. They probably only have time to get 1 or 2 arcane explosions off, and they only hit folks who are like fairly close to them. So we can deal with them pretty consistently. It just starts to suck if we get 2 or 3 like all at the exact same time because we're mostly melee.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking.
Are we using Frost Nova and
Also,
stuff?
it's possible to. Oh, go ahead, bro.
I was
I
just
was
wondering.
gonna say, is it possible to also not kill knights until Herb says to? Because there's dots, there's
Yeah, it got chaotic.
fireballs and shit on there, and they keep breaking shackles.
I agree with you. I was gonna say that we should keep the knights shackled as much as possible since we can't with the riders, and just fuck up the trainees, send them over, and then fuck up the riders, send them over, and when we can, let's send the knights over. But let's take advantage of the
What
shackles.
are the knight abilities on the living side?
Let me look here.
On the living side, the knights have a charge, and then they do a whirlwind that puts a shadow debuff, so you take more damage from shadow, which
Okay.
the riders and the boss do.
Not only that, they do seem to have like a weird reset aggro table by chance, or is that something
the
else. Okay, I didn't know if I thought I might have saw something go buggy perhaps on one of them, but I might have just been tripping on that.
No, it's not a healer thing, Dark. I don't wanna lose any of the healers on the undead side right now.
It's alright. Dibs and I talked about it. These guys don't hit very hard, so if Dibs can tank and I can heal, I think that might be a bit helpful.
I do not want you fucking healing, Leaf, with all the gear you have and the ore. Like, well, I need to put you in a group with folks, but like, yeah, I want you tanking. I don't want you healing. It's not a healing issue.
All right.
I think if LiveScap goes a little faster, I think we're
I think we just need to pump the damage a little bit harder where
I
it
agree.
needs to be pumped.
Yeah, we can send stuff over faster. I just, again, the first time we overwhelmed them, and then this time we overwhelmed ourselves. So just gotta find the happy medium.
That's not a bad idea, having hunter pets help out.
So are we on the
for sure.
On the
What's up,
live
Dad?
side? Are we focusing the horse dudes like ASAP?
Yeah.
Yes, the riders cannot be shackled, from what I just heard. Somebody said they're immune. They should be our kill prio every time they spawn. So if you see one up, a tank pick it up and let's kill that first. We're gonna be killing the other shit quicker this time, so we shouldn't have as much alive to deal with. But again, we'll see how that goes.
I'm still keeping with just 2 tanks on the living side.
I think that worked. I don't know. What do you think, Appa?
It seemed to work for a little bit. I stopped getting heals at some point, and then I just kind of killed over. But we started getting overwhelmed shortly after, so I don't think it mattered.
Yeah, I don't think we were killing stuff necessarily fast enough. We needed to stick with the shackles and let those guys just be. Try not to put dots on them, like was stated, and we'll be okay, I think.
I think this is a fight we need world buffs.
I think we'll be okay. We're just gonna kill stuff quicker, and what I think should happen is if the dead side is getting overwhelmed, then somebody just speak up and say that. We can always start to CC more, but right now that attempt we were just behind on killing shit. So we're gonna pick up our stuff, and then if you guys get overwhelmed, let us know. Should be fine.
What wave did we make it to?
16 or 17.
We're close.
Yeah, when Gothic comes down, just make sure obviously a tank picks him up. Because
When
I think
Gothic
we're
comes down, are
gonna
we
probably see
focusing
that
on
this time.
ads still, and then Gothic?
When Gothic is on your side, you need to focus Gothic. If there's a shitload of ads up, then obviously, let's clean that up first, but we got to get DPS on Gothic.
If there's ads that can't be CC'd, you guys should probably take them out.
Yeah, like the rider.
Quick question: do the waves stop coming after 18?
18, yeah.
Okay. All right, folks, move to your sides.
Shadow protection on all the groups, please.
All right, everybody's ready. Let's do it.
Foolishly you have sought your own demise. Reason you have disregarded powers beyond your understanding. You have fought hard to invade the realm of the Harvester. Now, there is only one way out. To walk the lonely path.
Start with this left one. Got a skull on the next one. And this last one. We have 20 seconds between these phases, so don't send them too quick, but just these first 3.
Yeah, we're good.
Alright, we're gonna get 2 knights. Let's kill the left one quick. Next is gonna be a rider coming in the middle. Oh wait, trainees first. It's alright, kill the Death Knight and kill these trainees now.
Flee before it's too
That
late.
side's good.
One.
Shackling.
Sorry.
Shackle 4 times.
No, I'm not gonna do that to you.
Oh, there's like 4 preset. We all did it. Great.
Well, it's coming your way, Papa.
We got 2 knights. Just keep that one shackled. Try to pick off these trainees. They only have 4k health, so send some over.
Those Death Knights can really hurt.
Kill the rider though, so you get this trainee. Keep the other one shackled. Get these trainees. Then immediately kill.
Just keep them shackled till you tell us.
Yep. And then kill this one next.
That side's good.
He's over. That trainee. Kill the rider. Keep the other one shackled. Casters, pick off these trainees. Try to send them over. We're running out of
Death Knight.
shackles.
I don't know if anybody has a shackle or not.
Hold off.
Start shaping those trainees.
We got like 5 or 6 dead over here. Do we have white protection?
We're too far apart from each other. In all honesty, it's really hard because these guys charge, and then your DPS run away or whatever, away from the tank when you need to bring it to the tank, and it's I can't go much further than like 10 yards from wherever I am trying already to disperse myself from. So we need to position better there, I would say, on our side still, nevertheless.
Oh boy.
They're all running toward you. Oh, the door open.
Oof. Didn't even get to use AoE taunt. Died instantly.
It's just like, we're not killing shit fast enough. I know 2 of us mages were dead, but that live side just during the middle portion of this gets crazy overwhelmed.
So is the live side not have enough heals, or
is there an AoE attack of some sort that anything on live has? That's actually because I can't really run around with stuff knowing that I'm gonna cleave you guys.
The
rider
not
has a
horse
shadow
dudes.
volley.
The not horse dudes charge and whirlwind, and it does about 2,500.
We had a soul stone, so I mean, if you want to run back, go for it. But Grimace starting to revet.
Yeah, on that side we were doing fine until the very end. Nobody died or nothing. So
Those horses hit like pretty hard.
I think
Yeah,
it's
the,
about wave 8 or 9 when we get a rider. The rider doesn't die fast enough, and then we start to get 3 trainees. Then we get 2 more knights, and then before you know it, we have another rider and 3 more trainees. So those like middle 3 waves are where everything starts to get
Well,
fucked up.
as a mage, I have a mage now, so. But as a mage, if you guys have one of those trainees on you, they don't have much else really for you guys to two-shot. Probably if you can manage to snare it and bring it somewhere, you know, to be able to do casts and then focus on the rider after that, or is the rider's AoE ability too much to stand that we can't spend any time killing the trainees that you guys have?
I would much rather be taking damage from a trainee on the live side than a Death Knight, because what happened to me that I got killed so earlier is I was like, oh, I'm just gonna kill this Death Knight real quick, and it doesn't matter if I draw aggro, but then he hit me for 2,500 twice and killed me. So
Yeah.
Death Knights need to be tanked by the tanks. Trainees can be tanked by basically anyone, and that should be the priority for tanks on live side, is focus on getting those big ads. And if the trainees get away from you, don't chase the trainee down. Yeah, they hurt less, but it's more manageable if, as a tank, you let the trainees go and let us handle the trainees than trying to chase those down
Well,
or try to taunt everything.
Hoppa, would you feel more comfortable doing the non-mounted mobs, or would you rather take the mounted mob?
Whichever.
I mean, the non-mounted mobs, there's clearly more of them at any given time, so I mean, you're gonna have to run around a little bit more. But I mean, I don't want to run around with the rider basically trying to spread AOE damage around everybody. So I just kind of want to tank him and stand still with him if I can. Then.
Oh, that makes sense. I can sit there and grab the non-mounted ones then, since we're gonna pick up whatever trainee.
You are Arms Fury, so you can change to Berserk and charge shit. So I can't do that. So makes more sense. You should be more mobile than me.
Now that I know that that's the case about the Death Knights and the trainees, I know that I can, like you said, I can take out a couple trainees on my own and not have to worry if I pull aggro. But the Death Knights, I'm not gonna touch unless it's on a tank.
Yes. The trainees have 4,500 health basically. So any of us mages targeting one of them should be able to take care of it. Even if you pull threat, just Frost Nova. Make sure you try not to break a shackle by doing that. But just pick those off. I mean, the dead side seems like they're doing fine. So we gotta work on our shit over here.
It seems like Frost Nova doesn't work. It pulls threat but doesn't freeze them.
On the trainees?
Yep.
So the trainees aren't Frost Nova or sheepable. Like all the guides said you can use CC.
They're definitely sheepable.
Can you snare them? Like Cone of Cold or what?
I mean, to be fair, they have 4,500 health. So even if you get hit by them like twice, we should be killing them faster. It's like a couple scorches and a fire blast would kill them.
Looks like Cusack and Keller are lost. Project 2.
Let's just get summons on them.
Yep.
Koch just got here so late. You guys are through Raz's room, right?
Yeah, past that.
Yeah, a couple attempts ago, we had 3 mages try to Frost Nova and killed because we got the threat from it and didn't freeze anybody.
The trainees killed you, or did the shackle break and that killed you?
No, it was the trainees.
Weird.
Do the trainees drop aggro, or is it just the charge from the Death Knight?
Trainees don't drop aggro.
I'm pretty sure it's just a charge from the Death Knight. Yeah.
Because there's so many trainees. Like I know it was it's easy in the early rounds, but that's kind of why I wanted to have a druid on living side. I think the druid can pick up and hold a bunch of trainees and actually slowly kill them over time, even on his own.
Well, Dibs is pretty much tanking the whole time, so. And he's doing a damn good job.
No, but Dibs is on that side. He was talking about live side.
I mean, the trainees aren't really a problem, right?
No, they should.
Nah, they're really not. They're just like a fucking pest when you have like 6 of them, and then I saw 4 shackles. Then other shit was spawning. So we just gotta kill stuff faster. I mean, that's all it comes down.
You just try to mind yourself with AoE and just single target stuff. That way you don't have 13 fucking mobs chasing you to death. It's simple.
Yep, that should be no AoE.
Oh, I forgot I have some fireball up in this shit. Hell yeah.
I would say that if you don't see a mark on something, don't just stand here and do nothing. Like, at minimum, target a trainee and cast something on that. I will try to keep up with the marks, but never find yourself just like not doing anything.
All right, everybody split up into your groups.
I think Nerm's at the bar.
Yeah, sorry, I'll be there in 1 second. Hang on.
Bar on the couch, man.
Alright,
Bar on the couch.
I'm coming back. I'm back.
Shadies, where you at? There you are. Nice.
Don't have to go too far. Office is in the basement, bars in the basement. Beautiful.
Perfect.
Detective Silas. Can tell where you're at from the sounds.
All right, everybody's ready.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Foolishly you have sought your own demise. Brazenly you have disregarded powers beyond your understanding. You have fought hard to invade the realm of the Harvester. Now, there is only one.
Make sure you get that shackle on the right side, because Hop is only one man when it comes to those unmounted fellas.
Problem.
All right, start back on the left. Yeah, run it. Why don't we try that? Pop your cooldowns on the harder waves. I'll try to call that out too.
That side's empty. We could use more.
Yeah, it's just we got 20 seconds between these. We're empty too now.
Marie, do you got the shackle?
Yeah.
The way you're standing over there? Okay.
Two knights, kill the left one first. Get the other one. Try to blow up these trainees when they spawn too. Let's kill this other death knight. Get the trainees.
Next shackle on the right.
Knights, kill the left one first.
Do your best to avoid that guy on the right away.
Try to kill the other one quickly. As we're killing this one, kill the trainees.
That's good.
Okay, we're sending more.
Group up a little bit. Group up a little bit tighter.
Kill the left knight first. Shackle the other one. Pick off the trainees. Keep that one shackled. Kill the rider. Pop cooldowns.
He's loose.
The Death Knight? Yeah, he's loose. He's killing people. Get the trainees. Shackle the right knight. This one with the skull. Shackle that.
Kill the rider first. Remember?
Yep, rider first. Pick off the trainees if you can. Shackle the right knight.
Leave us down.
Let's kill one of these. I got a skull up. We'll kill the one with low health. Kill both of those. Fuck it.
Don't get too much on that side.
Shit.
Dead side is hampered by the fact that we almost exclusively have single target heals, and all the damage is AoE. But like that's kind of how you have to run it.
Also, I think I see a lot of healers far enough away from the door where they easily get hit with the AoE. You guys should be a lot closer to the door, and if a DPS or a tank is too far away for a heal, call it out, and we'll move closer to you. Instead of you moving closer to us, because that's gonna get you killed.
Well,
Yeah, soul stone or no?
Dead side, I don't want you guys going to those far two piles. Like the mobs are gonna come to us, and like we can only charge and sprint so much. I want those tanks, as I said, doing shortstop between the piles that make the arch nearest the center. Let the mobs in the far two piles come to us.
And also, we only really have 4 healers on dead side, right?
Correct, but like we don't have CC. It's all AOE, and it's all AOE damage. Like we can't out heal it on dead side. We just have to get it at a pace where we can kill it.
How much do the big guys on live side hit for?
The riders, the big ones.
Hold on, let me see. I've actually been tanking them without the shield physical damage. He's really not hitting me for much more than 970 to, I don't know, maybe 1,000.
So it would be less for me. Maybe I can tank 2 or 3 of those, and we can swap out paladins
No,
for
you don't.
priests.
You have
It's not. It's not the melee damage that's doing it. He's doing that shadow damage to everybody else around him, though. That's what's killing people on our side, though.
Correct. What kills live side is the Death Knights do the whirlwind, which marks you to take extra shadow damage, and then the rider just does AOE shadow damage.
Should we put a bot down?
They're pretty sure they're doing that whirlwind ability the very second they charge to you as well. So you're pretty much marked. You're marked.
Yeah, if you guys want me to drop a bot, just let me know.
I don't think anyone's red yet, but we'll
Also-
probably need it after a pull or two.
Also, I don't know if warlocks have like a macro that just automatically starts dotting shit or what, but knights keep getting dots on them. Like I don't know if it's just like automatic or not. You know what I mean?
It shouldn't be. They should all have to be targeted. So
Also, fireballs, will leave a dot in there too. So.
True.
I actually liked our pacing on live side, but if that's overwhelming the dead side, then we are gonna have to go a little bit slower.
I think we would have been fine if the healers had been like hugging the gate, and everybody else not so far away.
Well, I was hugging the gate, and then Grope took a mob way on the far side of the
I know,
pile
but that's-
near the
that's-
back gate, and I couldn't even reach him.
That's Grove's fault. Just call it out.
Yeah.
Call it out, but don't move.
Another thing, just sort of throwing this out, can we get possibly some casters undead switch out a little bit? Diversity?
no, that's the whole point of this mechanic. The mobs on dead side are immune to magic.
Never mind then.
Just be quick to DPS the riders on the live side because they just every GCD that goes by, they're using that shadow DPS. Unholy aura. It's stressful for the healers, nevertheless, I'm sure. So just Do it.
All right, so we're gonna try a similar pace then on this live side. See if that can work. I don't want to get too overwhelmed again over here.
How are you guys doing on heals?
I don't think anybody died.
I honestly am not healing that much, man.
Could we swap maybe one paladin for one priest? Just
Why
to
don't
get
you guys just take a priest?
Yeah, because our side is running out of heals. I mean, by the end of that fight, when the doors open, I think all pallies are pretty much at a quarter mana because we're healing so much.
Yeah. I mean,
Alright,
realistically,
send me one over there.
we're down 2 healers tonight, and you guys are doing a fucking awesome job. But I think you guys just having an extra healer might help.
Yeah, we got Semi
Let's
over
try
here.
that.
I also want to try. I think a lot of the damage that's coming to the dead side is the Death Knight's Whirlwind, and like it's not terrible if enough of the melee all jump him at once and he gets one Whirlwind off and then he dies. But I think later in the waves we're having issues where we're still trying to kill trainees and we have those Death Knights up. So I kind of want
So
the
is it-
tanks. I want the tanks to pick up the Death Knights, and I do want to just try and kill them with just hunters.
Does a Death Knight send a Death Knight? Is that, I'm guessing, the case? If we kill a
Yes.
Death Knight? Okay. Those are the things that we can shackle. And how many priests do we still have over here? 4? So, or 5 even? There's no reason why we can't just keep those shackled some more. If that's what's causing you guys shit over there.
We have to. I mean, the reason why I died is the shackle broke, and I had major threat from the shackle, and it ran right at me. So we either have to pick them up right when they drop shackle, or stop breaking shackles. So.
Okay, good point.
Just to give
That,
melee on
and
both sides
I
some
also noticed that it
context,
charged you instantly.
Yeah.
Sorry,
from
Nietzsche,
me
go
to
ahead.
Doug is 40 yards. If you are farther than I am right now, from me to Doug, which is generally about where the healers are going to be, you are out of range.
Alright,
So
let's
don't
do
be
a
out of
raid
range.
check. Try this again.
Yeah, I think we're good. Dead side face the Death Knights away to help with that cleave.
Yep.
Okay, everybody's ready? Let's do it.
Dead side. Healers come towards the gate, please.
These first 3 phases just seem, or waves seem slow, because there's 20 seconds between just a trainee spawning, but we'll kill them quick.
Well, it's always 20 seconds between trainees. It's just that the other spawns haven't started yet.
Healers, stack on Keller, please. On the dead side. Come on, folks. Stack on Keller. No, Rice, the other way. There you go.
Let it come, Shadies.
Shadies, let him come. You're
Just
not gonna
help.
get
Well,
healed.
Shady's completely out of range right now.
Well, yeah, and if he
Let him
dies, it's
die.
his fault.
Let him come, Shadies.
Alright, kill the left one first.
I got a little aggro on it just to help. Hopefully it helped.
This left one really fucked us. Kill the right one. Try to pick off the trainees. Kill the left one first.
trainees or bigger prio for the undead to the dead side.
Shackle the right knight. Kill this left one, and kill the trainees. Keep that one shackled. Kill the rider. Pop cooldowns. Kill these trainees. Skull first. The Death Knight then. Let's shackle the other one if you can. We have to kill this one so he doesn't kill him. Blow up Skull. As soon as Skull dies, get on the rider. Help kill the trainees.
We have too much.
Fuck.
Well, they're getting all pulled on top of us where you're telling us to stand, so that all their AoE goes off together at the same time.
We're just learning. So right now, the thing I noticed was melee were coming after Dead Knights on that side. You shouldn't do that. Let the hunters handle that. You guys focus on the specters, which are the trainees.
Do we have white protection or no? Okay, cool. Sorry.
So yeah, on that side we had the position right. It was just the melee were trying to run to where the Death Knights were. We shouldn't do that. Just melee focus on the specters, on the trainees, and let the hunters deal with the Death Knights, because we can tank them, and you don't have to eat any cleaves.
On
and
the
if you
dead
focus
side,
on the little ghosts,
3 had it right. We should be in a corner, so that way they have to go through the tanks to get to anyone else. And they all come from one direction. Because when melee have to run back and forth, that's a whole lot of wasted fucking time.
but
We
which
use the corner instead of the gate.
we could use
Yeah,
that far
absolutely.
corner.
Like, it's not
Alright,
great
we'll
to
drop
have
a
them all
bot.
stacked up or anything. Like, we're going to be taking more damage, but the way we're at right now, like, we're getting overwhelmed, so.
It was also twice that when the horses popped over on our side, they just started wasting.
Yeah.
Second time that happened.
What, too many horses at once? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, we just have one horse in it.
Right on the gate.
Sorry, the two of you. I didn't hear what you were saying.
One horse got through and he started stomping on the healers.
Okay, alright.
That second time they happened, it looks like they come straight from the gate.
What?
No, they don't come through the gate. They came from one of the piles here.
Through the gate, but that's where they show up at, right there. So we shouldn't be right there.
No, it's not where they show up.
They don't show up at the gate, no.
It came from a pile and ran past me. It just spawns two at once. He spawns a rider and a horse as well as two separate mobs.
So maybe.
I like the corner idea. That sounds good. Let's try.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out which corner is further away from most of the piles, so we can try that strat.
We should just do the corner right next to the gate on the inside.
Oh, the one on the outside seems further away from the next two piles.
For live side, after the second rider spawns, there's a total of 6 knights left in all of those waves after that, and we have 5 priests. So because that's the most chaotic shit time period, after the second rider, priests just get ready to fucking shackle some knight, and everything else we're just gonna have to try to kill down. Let's drop a bot before we pull, obviously.
Yeah, I can drop a bot. Not a problem.
Brother.
Boom shakalaka. Right there, baby.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of Boom Shakalaka, I've been thinking about getting the NBA Jam arcade. Anybody else have that shit?
Can you guys come back to the gate so we can go? Or to the room?
Come back
Yeah,
inside.
scope
guys.
in the corner. I think this one is the best.
Would shadow protection pots help you guys at all in dead side?
No, they do arcane damage. The ones that hurt us the most.
The
Yeah.
Riders have Unholy Aura too. They
Got
should be
5
done pretty
arcane, greater arcane pots and 5 greater shadow. So I'm just gonna give these to human. And I think,
Healers.
actually, yeah, if you, does it matter which one then? I've got 5 of each, but I feel like we should use these.
Raya is online. Do we want his feral druid or his priest?
His priest, for sure.
Yeah, priest.
My hunter is also packed right outside. If we need more arcane pots, he has a bunch of them. If we have another wipe where we have to run back and hand them out.
Sounds good. Okay, I think this corner over here on dead side, by the way. So everybody on dead side, please come over here. I think this corner should be okay. We'll have one tank on the pile where Grope is. I'll be on the other one. And if we can have warriors, because you guys have more HP, spread out between Grope and me, we should be able to grab every mob that comes here before it gets to the group, and kill it. And the focus priority should be the spectral thingies, which are the AoE arcane guys. They go down first. Leave the Death Knights to us. Let us tank them, and the hunters DPS them down. And just don't worry about them. And if you see a horse without a rider, then yeah, that should be a prio too. So
You want to do the riders before the horse, although the horse does need to be tanked.
yeah, but the horse had less HP, I think.
Yeah, but the rider's doing passive AoE damage. I think the horse hits hard, but I think his stomp is just mostly just a slow. I don't think it particularly hits hard.
Riders do a shadow bolt volley too.
Okay.
Should be training
Yeah,
Not
rider.
Shadow Bolt Volley, it's Unholy Aura.
Is it the riders or the Death Knights?
Sorry, you're right.
The riders.
Aura.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just talking about the Death Knights. Stay away from the Death Knights if you're a melee, because they cleave and yeah, it's just annoying. Let the tanks and hunters deal with those.
All right, let's ready check. Okay, everybody that is here is ready. Let's try it again.
Foolishly you have sought your own demise. Brazenly you have disregarded powers beyond your understanding. You have fought hard to invade the realm.
Switch sides with me, Hoppa.
Now, there is only one way out. To walk the lonely path of the damned.
Ketsu is on our side.
That shouldn't be.
Alright, healers on dead side. You should be able to hug the wall and still heal us. Do try to make it max range heals. Here we go. too far out, guys.
Don't drag them away, Shadies. Don't go past those piles. Only if you're too far.
It's okay. I'm dragging him into the group.
Backpedaling him into us is less fast than just letting him run over here and then getting him.
The left one quick.
Echoing.
Immediately kill the right one, and then pick up these trainees.
That sounds good.
Kill the trainees.
Lead the Death Knight if you're melee.
Kill the left one first.
At some point, we're gonna need to hit him regardless if we want to get out front. So.
Let the hunters do it. Fine.
Keep that one shackled.
If there's nothing else up, get a Death Knight. If not, get the trainees.
Gotta kill this one. Might have to pop cooldowns here. Shackle the right one, kill the left.
Kill the trainees.
Yep, kill on trainees.
There's a scorch on it.
Kill the
Rider's
rider.
up.
Can you get B-res on broke?
Kill the trainees. Let's kill this Death Knight. You guys good on dead? Shackle the next Death Knight over here. The skull. Shackle skull. I'm seeing fireballs cast through that skull. Or at the shackle target. Kill the rider. Gonna need a shackle on this.
It's a wipe on dead side.
Just overwhelmed again?
Lack of heals.
Oh, priest almost here. You got wave protection? Any soul stones?
Yeah, I do want to grope and leaf. I want you guys to swap which little piles you guys are on.
Anybody on the live side have like the marking of targets macroed? Like that could mark a
Yeah, I
shackle
do it.
target? Okay. Can you do that then, Marie? Usually just shackle the right side. But right now it's hard for me to mark skulls and kill shit and call out, which...
Yeah, so you want me to mark skulls?
You should really give me, you know, one GCD to at least hit him with something, and then I'll run away from him immediately. You shackle it, because otherwise,
Okay.
I'm not. If you guys end up getting aggro to get, you know, with shackle, then at that point you're dead. But if I hit it first, there's a good chance he won't necessarily come straight for you. Then.
Okay, that makes sense.
Do you want me to mark skulls, Burbs?
No, don't mark skulls, mark shackle targets. So I don't know if you want to make it a star or whatever, but it'll be on-
Okay. Yeah, let me fix it then.
One risk with that Jethro is if you happen to crit with your melee attack though, because you're able to rend them or deep wound them, right?
Nope, I'm not Armed Fury. I'm Fury Prot.
Okay, then that's fine.
I've also removed my deep wounds as well.
That's a really good idea. It'll stop the priest from getting fucked up if the shackle breaks. I did see a couple, I don't know where they came from, but there were fireballs being casted like on shackle targets. Part of that was because I'm trying to mark shackle targets with fucking skulls, because that's my only finger that can reach that fucking button is my is my skull.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
Listen to voice comms more than targets. I mean, target markers.
there's somewhere during the middle part of that fight, though, when we start to get that second rider, that we should take more advantage of our shackles. Because that seems to be where the undead side is now dying. So let's try to slow it down as far as the night killing goes to help them out.
As soon as the riders and the horses come in, they just come right into the center of the horses, stun us. Riders come in.
Yeah, we'll try to spread that out. I mean, we got 5 shackles, so that shouldn't be a problem.
Rhea's almost here. Do we want to wait and summon?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, the extra heals will help. Hey, Silas, can you redo buff assignments?
Yeah, the groups keep on changing. We had one person in group 2, and yeah, I'll post the original ones.
I'm doing 2 anyway.
I mean, I'll just do 1. It's my group anyway. Fuck it. I'm doing 4 as well, but
We can just stick to those ones.
Okay, that works too.
alright, did anybody explain to Rhea what's going on here? Or should I quickly?
Just come to the right side of the map. You guys are gonna all be, the healers are all gonna be in one corner. You're just gonna mostly just gonna be healing the whole group. Let's do make sure we do have all of the even groups on the right side this time.
Yep. On the right side, everybody should be stacked on killer except for tanks and melee DPS.
Alright, everybody's ready. I have Marie marking shackle targets, so I'm going to leave that to him. I'll be marking skulls and kill stuff on live side. Let's get it.
2 sections? No, I don't want to.
Reason you have disregarded powers beyond your understanding. You have fought hard to invade the realm of the Harvester. Now, there is only one way out. To walk the lonely
If we kill it this attempt, 10,000 gold to the boat.
Holy shit.
You guys think I'm joking? Let's do
Brooke.
this.
We're getting it. I mean,
yeah.
Each time we're just, yeah.
This other healer will help for sure.
This is the hardest part of the fight, is just getting through all these waves, so we're doing a good job.
What point do these guys stop spawning?
It looks like
when he
wave
comes down.
Wave 18.
18.
Okay.
I'm gonna go on that side.
Alright. Kill the left.
Jackling.
Yeah, let me get that cast off.
Kill the right knight. Immediately kill the trainee. Left knight first. Kill the trainees next. Keep that shackled. Keep that shackled.
Dead side is good.
Nice job.
Let's kill this in. Let's kill this in. Kill the left knight first, shackle the right. Get the trainees. Keep that one shackled, kill the rider next. Pop cooldowns. Kill the trainees next. Let's try to get a shackle on the right one, kill the left one. Keep the other one shackled. Keep that one shackled, I don't want to overwhelm you. Kill the rider next. Guys, I'm trying to tell you to... Sorry.
Dead side's good.
They're good, let's kill Skull. And kill the trainees. Get shackles out on those other two, please. Let's kill this one. I don't know why there's an ignite on
There's a dot.
diamond.
Leaf, that's out of range on that side of the pile.
Gotcha.
Kill the trainees. And then get on the rider. Shackle diamond, please, if you can. I think we lost too many priests on this side.
Yeah, I got overwhelmed.
Death Knights that end up coming out through 16 to 18 there, where it's no longer viable to continuously keep trying to shackle everything that comes out. You need to start just nuking shit.
We did that the last 3 attempts though and kept killing them. I guess we do have the extra healer now over there, so we can try that again. But that's what killed us the last 3 times.
It's less mobs than before.
We have fight protection, so
Soulstone?
yeah, don't run back.
So we got to wave 18, but we were overwhelmed at wave 17, right?
I would say we were overwhelmed.
Basically,
I
yeah.
think we had four priests dead on this side by like 15, 16. Looks like we're running back. I don't think we have a soulstone. Oh,
Grim's
good to
eyes.
know.
So on that side, we were doing pretty well, actually. That strategy worked.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. There were definitely some times where the trainees were too close to the ranged, where they were still getting hit by the arcane. We really need to keep those from getting in range when the arcane explosion. The DKs can be kicked. Their mana burn and then also the rider's life drain can all be kicked or pummeled.
Would you say in that last attempt you guys could have handled an extra Death Knight thrown in there a couple times?
I'm gonna enjoy
working on
killing
it.
these slack-jawed
Okay.
daffodils.
The other corner is better.
You guys aren't really allowing me that one split second either before you do that shackle. It's I'm breaking it, and then you're having to reapply it. So I mean, if you can focus a little less on wasting that time and mana, you'll
I
spare
almost feel
yourself.
that those first 2 knights that pop out, we don't even need to fucking shackle. Like, we got 2 tanks. You guys might as well just pick them up, and then we just kill them both.
Yeah, I would be down to do that too. It's not really a problem to tank one of those with one of the other mobs in the beginning, but once it starts getting hectic, I don't really. Am I allowed to have a Death Knight and a Rider to tank at the same time? Because that's kind of what it ends up boiling down to at the last phase or two there. It looks like there's almost no choice, and I'm going to have to tank a Rider and a Death Knight at the same time, so just be
I would
ready
say
to...
in a perfect world, that would only happen for like a split second till the knight gets shackled, and then we kill the rider, and then you could pick up that knight that was shackled. But
yeah, I'm not spreading AoE damage, so it wouldn't be an issue for me to just, you know, if you guys were able to shackle it in that brief amount of time or kill it, whatever the fuck, I don't care.
okay. Yeah, I agree, Murray. Sometimes hunters are on the live side for this fight, but I don't want to fuck over the dead side either.
Yeah, I don't want hunters on the live side because I know that they want a multi-shot, and we can use that on dead.
Do the riders randomly hit like a shadow bolt or something? Because I got hit for 3,800 from what it appeared came from a rider. On
They do Shadow Bolt. I don't know if it's interruptible or not. I haven't had an opportunity to interrupt it
because that's what killed me. I wasn't ready for it, and I only cast 1 scorch on it, and in return I got a 3,800 shadow bolt.
I'll focus shield bash at it this time and see if I can interrupt it, but I'm not going to make any promises really.
I'll save my counter spell for the riders.
Well, for exactly what you just said is why those are first on prio. So as soon as a rider spawns, everybody should basically stop what the fuck they're doing and just kill the rider. Because it's gonna hit for 3 to 4k on everybody.
Yeah, the rider's going down and the knight's being shackled as long as possible is pretty much how you make the fight acceptable.
There's a couple times there where we were calling to hold on a shackle. Should I just like leave the shackle alone if I've got nothing else to do, or should I just pick it up and start building a threat?
Usually when I called that, I knew a rider was about to pop out. Because like I said, from wave 9 until the end, it's pretty fucking chaotic. So if you find yourself just standing around, then I mean, go ahead and pick it up.
If we
But
leave
yeah,
it,
if
it's
we have one of those
position. I'm usually. Oh, I'm sorry. I was gonna say yeah. If we just leave it shackled, then that's fine. Then I can sit there and use that time to get back into position.
Okay. Cool.
Making progress though.
So what I've noticed on the shackled ones is when we're all just like, let's kill the shackle, and we all just cast at the same exact time. By the time he's running to the target that has pulled aggro, he dies by the time he gets to him.
Yeah, they could die so quickly if we all attack the same thing. And I think what Niji just said is really true. Up until about wave 9, we should just be blowing shit up. And then once that first rider spawns is where we got to be a little bit more careful on which get shackled and what we're killing.
Also, I think Deadshot should move to this corner. If you noticed, it's much easier to congregate right here. At just about every single pile, this is the point that they would all have to intersect through. Makes it much easier for tanks to pick shit up when they're 60% slowed by riders.
We'll try.
I like the trigonometry.
Come this side, guys.
So that means healers need to come back here.
Yeah, that
I don't
arcane.
want to be quite close, but we could have a tank here, maybe tank here. You know, just don't want to get whirlwinded by all the Death Knights at once, but the trainees obviously die very fast, especially if we all have, 5 whirlwinds going at once on them.
Well, and even if we, whatever Death Knight, pull the Death Knights to the middle here if you're attacking it, maybe.
Let's try it. Everybody that's not a melee attacker, stack on Keller, please, over there by the wall. Very close to the wall because this pile is closer to the wall than the other one was. So
So that means the tanks are going to have to pull back, so you're not out of range.
let me know when I'm out of range. Start healing me and let me know when I'm out of range. Should be around this time.
Vinny, that's you.
Yeah, right here is about 40 yards from where you guys are. So as long as you are just about on top of this skeleton pile, you are fine.
Yeah, you're in range, Lee.
You're in range, and I'm standing in the corner, peeing.
Okay. So
Yeah,
yeah,
we're good.
fingers crossed.
Ketsu, you're on the wrong side.
Other side of Ketsu.
Red Rover, Red Rover.
Go through the gate. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, Murray, you good?
Yeah.
Outside, ready? All right, everybody's ready.
Dibs, after wave 9, would you mind swapping to Bear? Help us tank a bit.
Okay, pulling.
Foolishly you have sought your own demise. Brazenly you have disregarded powers beyond your understanding. You have fought hard to invade the realm of the Harvester. Now, there is only one way out. To walk the lonely path of the damned.
Actually, you guys stay over there on that pile, and I'll try to tank everything else that comes this way, away from you.
No, I don't think that's
I
a
don't-
good idea, Leaf.
We're just spreading the melee out.
Alright.
All right, we kill the left knight and then immediately kill the right knight. Load up.
Death
We're
Knight's
good
a
on
very
dead.
small AoE, so like right here would honestly be fine.
Kill the right one and then immediately kill these training. Nice job. Let's go on the left one first. Same thing, the right one, then trainees.
Also gives us time to kill Death Knights while the trainees are running.
Yeah, don't let the trainees get to the healers.
For the knights first. Try to pick off these trainees. Rider, everybody.
Rider. Everyone on the rider.
That sounds really good.
We cannot have those dots on the Death Knights.
Yeah, it was my fault that I missed it.
Kill these trainees, we got a lot of them. Keep that one shackled. Put on the left Death Knight though. Try to shackle the other one. Oh, the one in the middle.
Get the rider.
Let's kill the left one. Sorry, right one.
Deep's down.
Rider up. Rider up.
Okay, get on the rider next.
Horses have the most HP and do the least damage, so they should be the last target you guys get. It's trainees first.
Sorry, was that the live side or to your side?
Dead side, yeah.
Gibbs, can you get Leaf up?
Those shadow bolts and
Not yet.
Don't do it, Dibs. Focus, guys. Come on. Death Knight's last. Get the ghost
I got
first.
override.
Lap side is fucked. So if you guys have wave protection.
Yeah, this was a very clean attempt on that side.
No, we were still way overwhelmed at the end.
Somebody say they have a soul stone?
Yeah, we do. The start of that was good up until the first rider, where we're blowing up the second knight. That's, I think, a perfect idea. And when the riders spawn is when we're kind of going to shit, because then we get trainees, we get 2 more knights.
We just want the damage.
It seems on the dead side, right around wave 12 or 13, the single damage just becomes a lot for one healer. So I think we're going to have to spread it out after round 10, probably.
What do you mean the single damage? You mean on the tank from the DKs?
Yeah.
The living side, the rider, the shadow AoE is interruptible.
Well, that's good.
The volley might be, but
It
there's
is.
a passive
Yeah.
AoE.
Yeah, you can't interrupt the aura. That's different.
The volley's what fucks everybody up, though.
Yeah,
Those,
the volley kind of
3 to
screws a
4,000.
couple of people over. So I managed to shield block, but shield bash one there. So
that's good. Well, I'm open to ideas, but it's right about where we get the second rider, because we have 2 knights right before that rider, and then 2 knights right after that rider. So we got to figure out which targets need to be shackled.
I kind of messed up too because I accidentally, for some reason, my target went to the one that was going to get shackled, and my shackle broke it, and I think that caused a little bit of issues for me. So that's what it was.
It's okay.
Death Knight melee swings hit me for right around 1,000 with right around 62% armor reduction. So I would figure if it hits anybody, you know, it should be healable damage, I would think, to that point. When we start getting overwhelmed with all of that shit, just still keep trying to focus all your damage on the riders.
I don't think fears are a great idea.
So the hardest part, clearly, to me, is 11, 12, and 13, those waves. Because we have 2 knights, and then a rider, and then 2 more knights right away. And that's all within, what, like 30 seconds? 25 seconds? On top
How many engineers do we have over here on the living side that can use goblin sapper charges? Because I've got some here with me if we can try and manage to time some of it when it gets to being heavy.
That just kills the dead side. That is not a
You guys wouldn't be able to use goblin sapper charges on that side either, or what?
The mobs have different abilities. Like we would all die. What the trainees do when they come to the dead side and the AoE arcane explosion, if you send us 4 at once, that kills us.
I think what we need to do, or what I would like to see on this attempt is, so we're going to have the first rider, right? And then 2 waves later, we get 2 knights. We should kill one of those. The other one should get shackled and stay shackled for a while. Because then the following phase, we get a rider, so we have to kill that immediately. But then right after that fucking rider, there's 2 more knights that spawn. So we're going to need 2 additional shackles there and kill another one at that point. I know that was really confusing, but I'll try to call it out. We're just going to need probably 3 shackles between 11 and 13. and focus
Yeah,
on
there's
right.
probably one of the nights, just as you're saying, in 11 and onward, each time you get 2 sets of knights, you probably need to perma shackle one of them to the end of the fight.
Yeah.
Like
I
maybe
mean-
you need to shackle both, but we kill one eventually. But those probably last until a boss comes down.
From what I'm seeing, shackling is not the problem. It's we're not killing things fast enough on the live side. I mean, when the mounted horse guys come out, they need to die ASAP.
Agreed.
Or we get too far. Everyone has to stop what they're doing, get on them no matter what. Even if we're at 20% on one of the death knights, kill that one first.
Yeah, it needs to
He's
happen on
right.
the dead side as well.
So people need to understand when one's coming out, and be ready to switch to it.
Yep, I'll make sure to call that out. It's just between 11, right after the first rider, we're gonna need a shackle, and that should just stay, which is fine. That's what's been happening.
Yep.
Right after that, another rider's gonna pop, and we all need to kill that rider right away. On top of all that shit, we are gonna have 3 trainees that spawn at the same time as that second rider. So that's where it starts to get a little fucking crazy. After the rider dies, immediately kill the trainees. 2 more knights are going to spawn, and both of them should get shackled while we clean up the trainees. That make sense? Okay, I'll call it out, but let's just try that.
Way down south.
On dead side, when the horses start showing up, they should be last prio. Nobody touch a bloody horse.
Can we summon
Until
Simba?
everything else is dead. Yeah.
I got something now.
It's part of the point of stacking in that one corner that we can cleave.
Yeah.
So you don't have to hit the horse directly. It will go down eventually. So we're okay.
Correct.
Also, I don't think trainees are quite as big a deal as we're making them out to be on the dead side, thanks to where we're positioned. We're only stacked on 1 bone pile. There's 5 bone piles. So they do kind of stagger, even if they do kill them all at once.
Yeah, but we have single. Niji, the problem is we have single target heals. So if they start hitting the whole raid, including the healers, we're gonna lose heals on the tanks while
We have
everybody
2
else
priests
gets
on this
stopped up.
side now.
I know, but even with 2 priests, it's gonna be hard if the
In
whole
addition
raid's getting hit.
to, if you're waiting for shit to get to us as melee, you should have bandages on you. Be helping them out.
Correct. Heal yourselves, if you can.
Part of raiding is responsibility for yourself. So
We only get
bring
the
lots of
opportunity to that at the very early waves. After that, we're damaging them constantly.
We were doing fine up until about double-digit waves there.
No, I know. It's that same point. The double-digit waves, we just get too much damage.
It's also not a bad idea to have arcane pots.
Yeah, I don't think we were planning to do this tonight, but yeah, that is something that we have and we'll bring with us next time.
All right, looks like we're good to go.
Ketsu, you good? I don't even think he has a mic or is listening, so let's just go.
Hopefully he's on the right side.
Yeah,
he's over here.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
Foolishly you have sought your own demise. Brazenly you have disregarded
Also good to know.
powers beyond your understanding. You have fought hard to invade the realm of the Harvester. Now, there is only one way out. To walk the lonely path
Cool.
of the damned.
also on that side, try to stun the Death Knights when they start showing up, because they hit really hard.
Alright, kill the left knight quick, and then we're gonna kill the right knight. Kill this one. And immediately kill the trainees. We're gonna perma-shackle basically the right one, kill the left one. Actually, that's not this wave. Let's kill the right one right away, and then the trainees. Okay, this wave, shackle the right. Kill the left, and then the trainees. Then we're gonna get our first rider. Everybody switch to the rider once it spawns.
Rider in 2 seconds. Rider.
Leaf, I'll take the horse if you want to get the left.
You might want to use shield because he can
The
hit
trainee.
4 or 5k.
Shackle the right Death Knight, kill the left. Perfect. We got a rider coming, keep those shackled, kill the rider. Immediately kill the trainees after this. I don't know why that one
That
has
was
an
my
ignite.
fault.
Okay.
There's an ignite on him.
Yeah, that was my fault.
Okay.
Try to shackle these
We're good.
Death Knights. Kill the trainees, clean them up.
Get bandage if you can.
And kill Skull.
Dips.
I got the horse.
Clean up trainees after this. Then we're gonna kill Diamond. Fuck Rider, no shackle Diamond.
Rider.
Yeah, Rider. Try to get more shackles out if you can.
Rider needs to die.
My side is dead.
Yeah.
I'm gonna enjoy killing these slack-jawed daffodils.
What the hell? Why is the gate not opening?
Question it.
Phase 2 is coming.
Hey, we won.
I have waited long enough.
Dude.
Now,
No.
death is the only escape.
Out of res is 15 guys.
Alright, so I think we're gonna call it a night with that. It was good to get that practice in, though.
Yeah,
don't leave
definitely.
raid. We're gonna do some progression EP here in a minute. So we have AQ on Sunday with Core. There's signups on our side, as well as theirs. They got about 20. I think we got about 20. If you want to go, for sure, still sign up. But I think we have a group for that, and that's going to keep running each week. For the next 2 weeks, there's not going to be any Thursday runs because that's, Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve. If you can't make the Wednesdays, so that's the 23rd and the 30th, please post now if you can't make those, because we are going to look to reach out probably again to Core and still do our next runs on Wednesday. I'm hoping that we can still use EPGP, and we'll just be showing them how to do the runs. But if enough folks say that they can't make it, then we might have to change that. But I still want to do Wednesday next.
Yeah, and I just want to say thanks for sticking around, guys. That's a very fun fight, and the learning process and everything. I know some of you don't like dying, but that was pretty awesome. So
Yeah, it's
Thanks
just
for
like the
coming.
dance.
Yeah.
It's true.
We were also down 4 to 5 people the entire night almost. So
I mean, we
yeah,
got
we
the dance
expected-
down. We're gonna get this down too.
Yep, I got a portal coming down here.
Real quick too, I want to touch on our guild activity on non-raid days has kind of come up a few times, I've heard, and we have talked with Core quite a bit, and we have a lot of stuff in the works with them. They seem like a lot of really cool guys and people. There's potential of alt runs and other runs, BWLs, MCs, AQs on other days that at least help out with guild activity on our non-raid days. So that all should be coming soon as well. On that note, I kind of want to talk to the officers quick after this raid, if y'all can jump down when we're done here. What were you gonna say, Grope?
Do we have a port?
Your
Yeah.
support up at the start of the instance.
And I just want to say, great work, guys. This was progression. We didn't really have a guaranteed dominant strat going on to this fight, but thanks for sticking with it and adjusting, and we'll figure it out.
If you're inside, you're gonna just have to hearth. There's no mage in here.
I'm still in there.
Support inside, yeah.
Do we have a designated strategist by any means? Looking for recent kills from other guilds and whatever on
Yes.
internet, or
a lot of us are doing that. Yeah, we're just kind of coming up with what works for us. I mean, we can watch a million videos and then we get in there and it just doesn't work for us and we got to try something else.
No, I wasn't saying watch video and follow verbatim whatever they did. I'm just saying pick up whatever works, like you said.
Yeah, and again, if anybody has any ideas or wants to talk about something or spitball what we should be trying, just let us know too.
I think the best strat tonight would have been 2 extra DPS and another healer.
Yeah, agreed.
That would have been basically the difference of the fight, right?
I think you're right.
Yep, we're missing coming into this about down with 7 people, so I know people have shit going on, things like that, but missing 5 could be the difference.
Interesting.
Yep. Have a good night. Good weekend.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, if y'all